Hey guys, it's Fred and Sheila coming at you live. This gentleman on the screen there is Joe
Tawaski.
And that's what our subject is going to be on, guys. This is the step. I'm going to show the step here briefly. I want to make a couple of announcements. First of all, to this date, this is now 19 days, right, babe?
Mm-hmm.
19 days later. Guys, Sheila's probably not going to talk much. Sheila's still down with the flu, and she may even nod off on us. She's loaded up with NyQuil and cold medicine.
Yeah, cold medicine.
She still got the flu, so, but it's been 19 days, and as far as we know, there's been no sign of life of Wynter. As far as we know. Again, we say it on every video, guys. We could be wrong on anything. We could be wrong on everything. And we definitely ain't accusing or making no accusations here. I want to ask some questions here in a minute. And I'm just showing his photo. And I'm also going to show his wife's photo because both of them talked to Sheila and I. They both pull over and park and come on in, all this and that. So they invited us in to talk to them. But we have, as of right now, we have nobody has told us that they have confirmed a confirmed sighting, a confirmed email, a confirmed text, a confirmed Facebook posting, confirmed,
verbal.
Or verbal of any kind. If we had a verbal, it would be great because we could go from there and take up. Sheila and I have always taken up for those who can't take up for themselves, no matter who it is. That's just something we've always done. And that's what when we get on something until the good Lord takes us off, we're going to be on it. We're not accusing anybody. We even thank these two. We want to thank these two foster parents for stepping up and being foster parents because we need foster parents in this nation. We definitely need people to step up when something's wrong with the parents and they can't take care of their children. So we want to thank these people, but at the same time, we hope they don't get upset for us looking at everybody or talking to everybody or talking about everybody. As a foster parent, that's just something you're going to have to recognize, that if something happens, that you very well may be looked at. You very well may be questioned. You very well may be talked to on YouTube or taped even. Nothing to get upset over. We're YouTubers. We tape people. We don't do silent videos, guys. We just don't do them. Mr. Joe here got a little bit upset because the first day I'd met him and talked to him on his porch, him and his wife, and the next day we posted a video, which we thought, they told us they watch our videos. They told us they knew who we were. And we thought they knew what we were doing there. We make videos. And especially when it's a lost child or something like that. So there's been no press release, no new press releases that we've seen. Before we came on here, Sheila asked a family member she's been corresponding with if she had any updates from law enforcement, from anybody whatsoever, from Wynter, from anybody, signs of life, that she had contacted anybody or notified anybody. And with no press conferences, with nothing from law enforcement. Now, I'm not going to say that we don't talk to people periodically, but they don't tell us nothing. We're YouTubers now. They want to know what we have, and we're glad to give it. Any little bit of information that we may have. Guys, we're looking for a missing child, and when you're looking for a missing child, there are no rules. There's nothing. Everybody's interest. Sheila, interrupt anytime if you want, babe. I know when you get talking, you start coughing, but you if I miss something,
Yeah, no, I'm trying not to.
I know it. I hear you over on that cough drop, poor little thing.
Sorry.
You're okay. I can't hear you, but we're looking for a missing child, guys. We're not out here to hurt nobody's feelings. We're not out here to embarrass nobody. We're not out here to call anybody out. We're not here to accuse anybody. We are looking for a missing child. And when we're looking for a missing child, everybody is a suspect. We have said this over and over. Everybody is a suspect. Let me change this right here just for a little bit. That's Joe's Facebook page, Joe Chawalski. If anybody knows this fella, knows anything about him, just like you would want to do with me or Sheila or anybody else if you was, and there's his wife, there's Marcia. That's Marcia. Now, some people might say, why are you posting their pictures on YouTube? Is that allowed? Well, if it's not allowed, I'm sure Mr. Joe here will be sending us some papers, because they certainly can file suit. If they want to file suit against two people that are trying to find a foster child that was in their care, then they'll just have to sue us, because we're not going to have a Sebastian case. We're not going to have a Summer Wells case where everybody lets things go, and then turns up everything's gone too long and there's nobody to look at. Let's look at everybody, anybody. If Joe and Marcia can send us to somebody else that will help us, that we can put their picture on here and that they think may be able to tell us anything about Wynter, that's great. We'll do it. We'll do it. Guys, if Sheila and I, we've said it a million times, Sheila and I don't have a pot to pee in or a window to throw it out. We live in an apartment above the family's museum. So have at it. We sold our house years ago and we have nothing. A couple of vehicles. And one of them's broke down. But if somebody wants to sue, then they'll just have to sue, and hopefully we'll get a jury with moms and dads that sits there and thinks, wow, we commend you two for trying to find this child instead of somebody suing you over it. So if somebody wants to sue, they're just going to have to sue. Expect a countersuit. Nobody can go on the property from what we understand. We know we can't. Last time I talked to Joe, me and him wasn't on the best terms. Now, he's welcome to contact me and Sheila will run out there today, even with her sick. We are open to anything. We have no hard feelings. We hold no animosity toward him. We are simply trying to find a child that was in his care when she's come up missing. Very well could have run off. Very well anything could have happened. We are a public venue. We're a YouTube channel. We told him we were a YouTube channel. He acknowledged that they knew, and the wife said, we watch you. Mm-hmm. They invited us in on that porch. Guys, it's what's called, they opened the door. Because if you look at the foster parents' rules, at least the ones we could find, foster parents are not supposed to discuss their foster children with anybody.
Yeah.
Especially a public entity like social media or YouTube channel. So this is not something we did wrong. They should have never, looking back now, they should have never discussed anything with us. They invited us in. Did they invite us in? I'm talking hypothetical as a police officer. Did they invite us in because they wanted our help? Or did they invite us in because they thought they could tell a story, the same story they've been telling, and everybody would buy it? In the beginning, I bought the story that they said. She'd run away, she's in London, she'd done this, she'd done that. She'd tried to run away before. If that's true, that's fantastic. There'll be a record with social services. They should have, if she's tried to run away before, it's their duty. They have to report this to social services, to their caseworker. So this would be logged that Wynter has tried to run away before. Now, I hear that on Facebook. I see that places. Does that make it true? Just because we see something on Facebook doesn't make it true. So if she's tried to run away before, that would be a private record between the caseworker. So as foster parents, these two have broken several rules. He told me she was lazy. He told me several things about all kinds of different things that we still haven't posted that information, that no doubt if it was wrong to tell us her name and other things that was going on, it's definitely wrong on the information that we still haven't even posted yet, and we'll never post, because that would violate the 13-year-old child's rights. That wouldn't be doing her right. So as foster parents, they broke several rules, and they opened the door for Sheila and I to do videos for Facebook, to put their pictures on here. We want to know, and they shouldn't mind. Anybody that's going to be a foster parent, remember this. Don't mind being known. Don't mind being known for the good things that you do. Oh, there goes Joe and Marcia. They're great people. They have foster children they raise. That's great. Thank you. But expect the same attention when a foster child comes up missing and somebody says, whoa, there goes Joe and Marcia. I wonder what happened to that foster child that come up missing. See, guys, some people just thinks this stuff and they never mention it to you. That you may never hear it because not everybody speaks their mind. I do. And that's what people's thinking right now, unless you're, just like I asked Joe that day, do you know that you are a suspect in a missing child's case? And he said, yeah, I know that. Do you know that you are a suspect? And you're mad, you're upset because somebody taped you? You're more upset over being taped than you are that there's a child, a 13-year-old child out here somewhere that's missing? I find that curious. Like I told him, that bothers me, that it bothers you more over being taped than it does a child missing. Then we can search the property. We're just looking for information, guys. The smallest thing may be helpful. Mm-hmm. You can post it in our comments. Believe me, police, law enforcement, they do look at our videos and they look at the comments. If you've got something, post it in the comments. Try not to post rumors. We don't want rumors. Sheila and I believe in truth with proof. Truth with proof. And these may be two of the most distinguished, two of the most finest people, go ahead and cough, baby, you're okay, that any of us has ever met. They very well may be. We have no reason to believe otherwise, but by putting their photos out here, because it was curious that day that Joe covered his face. Now, this is a photo off of his Facebook page. He's now taken it down, but this was a photo that was on his Facebook page. He only had two, this one and him climbing the cave up here, where he's climbing that cave there. And
he likes caves.
So our question is, does anybody in that area, he's lived there since 2019, I believe it is, and so we got as much information as we could from her. We talk to anybody that has information. Again, we can't talk to everybody just because it's a rumor. If you know something for a fact, please tell us. But other than that, we just didn't. Sheila's not able to travel. We're not able to go back down to Wolf Creek today. Probably not tomorrow. And I don't know what we would do when we get there. When we get there, you guys see us just riding around. Because we can't go into the woods. There's no trespassing all around that property.
Yeah.
Now, law enforcement, I'm not going to discuss law enforcement. I'm sure law enforcement hopefully is doing everything they can. I'm not going to be like I was before on law enforcement. I have a feeling that I don't have a feeling. I
think they're trying.
Yeah.
We'd like to think that they're trying and doing their best in finding Wynter. So
we've been in contact with a couple people, and we think they are. Of course, everybody thinks, oh, they should do more. You should do more. What would really help if it's law enforcement would hold a press conference. I mean, people don't like to be left out in the cold. People don't like to. It's been 19 days. They should be holding a press conference every other day to keep this child's picture. I don't care what happens we do. We care what happens in other states, especially with missing children. Mm-hmm. But we don't care what happens in other states on press conferences that they hold for nonsense things. But here in Kentucky, a missing child should be one of the most important, and a missing elderly person that we could do news on. Every newscast for 2 minutes, show that child's picture up there. Mm-hmm. And
what's that saying? No communication leads to speculation or something like that?
Yeah, that's true.
Something?
No information leads to speculation. Good.
Something.
That's it, babe. We've used that before. We've said that.
We think we've heard all kinds of stuff through other people, but, maybe if the news media could come out, or whoever the police could give a press conference, an update. You don't have to tell, of course, that, personal information, but maybe just, let people know something so they quit speculating on.
We heard
crazy.
The news conference the other day somebody had sent us, and we believe, we're not for sure, but we think it's Lee Searcy's voice. Lee Searcy works for WLEX TV, and one of the finest investigative reporters there are anywhere. And I think that was her voice, Sheila and I do, that we heard there. And I'm trying to get that to come up. There you go, big. And she was asking some good questions of the law enforcement. And of course, that's in the beginning. We can understand law enforcement not giving any information out in the beginning of an investigation, but it's 19 days later. Just tell us, is there a sign of life, a confirmed sign of life, as far as knowing 100% that she's still alive? Because if there's no sign of life, then we've got to go back to the original place that she came up missing, and that's from that house, and that's from those foster parents. We got to start back out there again and start looking at people and start looking at areas and start searching. And we don't just search where he takes us to. He told me on that video he took them to 4 or 5 caves, that there's 6 caves on that property, at least 6 caves. They say there's caves all around that area. Then they need to be checked. Not just 4, not just 5, but all of them need to be checked and searched. Guys, thanks for joining us. We in no way want to be accusatory. We're just going with instinct, going with the heart. And we're saying 19 days is too long. A runaway child in 19 days at 13 years old would have contacted her cousin, would have contacted her aunt, would have contacted a friend, would have contacted somebody that somebody else could have contacted law enforcement and said, hey, she's here, she's there, we've heard from her, she's okay, she's just, we haven't heard that. We're not hearing that. And we're beyond worry, just like all of you all out there that contacts us. We're beyond worry now. When it's been this many days, we know she's not out in the elements in this cold weather. We'd like to hear our phone number, 606-669-0364. I'd like to hear from Joe. We'd like to come back and talk to you again, Joe. We'd like to tape. We'd like to let the people, we've already broken foster care's rules by talking to us the first time you have. So is it really going to hurt that you clear things up and talk to us again and explain to people and offer people to come in and search the property, the caves, anything that's there? We want to help you. We're not here to accuse you. We're here to help you and Marcia. We're here to help find Wynter, and we're here to help clear up any speculation and opinions that people may have already formed as to what happened to Wynter. We can clear that up. We can help you clear that up. Thanks, guys. God bless all of you, and hopefully everybody keeps praying for Wynter.
Yes, please do.
We have a hard time believing that Wynter would have left her sister. That's there, that she's cared for. Joe says she's cared for her since she was born, changing her diapers and feeding her and all that. It's more like it was her child, he said, than the mother's. Guys, I'm raw. I don't, I have no filter, whatever, if you, other than people that's confidential, that's give us information. But we're trying to find this child, and so is a lot of other people.
Right.
And that's going to do it for us. We're not going to be able to search today and probably tomorrow until Sheila gets better. And we're hoping by then somebody calls and says, yeah, you can come up here and search all you want. I don't mind.
Wynter, if you hear this message, please contact somebody in your family, somebody, and tell them verbally that you're okay. Please let them know. They are so worried. And if you know that, so please ease their worry by, well, just call and say, hey, I'm okay, love you. And you can hang up. You don't have to say that. I believe,
Sheila, I believe that as close as she was to the little, her cousin, and the aunt, and different people.
Well, they're worried, so
and
they would appreciate the call.
I believe that she would. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully she just has neglected to do that, and hopefully she's able to do that still yet. Because I'm concerned. My suspicions goes in a different direction as a police officer, former police officer. My instincts go elsewhere. That doesn't mean I'm right. Very well could be wrong. Thanks, guys. God bless. Catch you on the next one.
Bye.